Hello students, I'm Aanchal Sharma, your educator. In this video, we are going to study about another playwright. His name is Mahesh Dattani. So this picture in front of you is of Mahesh Dattani. Mahesh Dattani was born on August 7, 1958 in Bangalore, Karnataka. He was educated in the boys' high school followed by St. Joseph's College, Bangalore. So after graduation, he briefly worked as a playwright and as a copywriter and then started writing a number of plays that are now very important to be read. Mahesh Dattani in 1986 wrote his first play. This made him very famous and it is called as Where There Is a Will. This surfaced and after that there was no stopping. After the resounding success of the first play, Dattani began to concentrate more on his writing and he became impressive and he started his impressing oeuvre of writing. So Dance Like a Man that came out in 1989, Tara in 1990, Bravely Fought the Queen in 1991. Final Solutions 1993, On a Muggy Night in Mumbai 1998, 30 Days in September in 2001 and others are few very important plays that are written by Mahesh Dattani. These are the plays that are written by him and you should know the dates and also the overall themes that are associated with the different plays. So I would repeat, there are different plays, first being Where There Is a Will. It came out in 1988. Then we have Dance Like a Man in 1989. Tara 1990, Bravely Fought the Queen 1990, Final Solutions 1993, Night Queen, it was a short play that was written by him in 1996, Do the Needful, it was a radio play for the BBC and it was seen in 1997. Very important, On a Muggy Night in Mumbai in 1998, 7 Steps Around the Fire, it's another radio play for the BBC. It came out in 1998. Then The Swami and Winston, another radio play in 2000 and 30 Days in September in 2001. These are the few important works. In fact, all the important works that you should know about Mahesh Dattani. So since 1995, he has concentrated exclusively on the theatre genre and he is the only English playwright to be awarded the Sahitya Academy Award. He got this award in 1998 and he also writes plays for the BBC Radio. He was also one of the 21 playwrights that were chosen by the BBC to write for the commemoration of Chaucer's 600th anniversary in 2000. So he was among the 21 playwrights who were chosen to pay reverence to Chaucer, the great father of the Western education. Then Dattani's Dance Like a Man was adopted into a film in 2003 and it also won the Best Picture in English at the National Prize, right, at the National Panorama. Mahesh Dattani himself directed one movie. It is called as Mango Souffle and it came out in 2002. So these type of questions are very important not only from the net perspective but they are asked from the set perspective also. So you will find these questions important for net, for gate paper and also for set also. And PGT, TGT ke andar bhi they can ask questions from this. So you should know these greater details and you should know all of these things. So he also wrote and directed Morning Raga that came out in 2004. So from here we learn a lot of things and you should know that he is someone who received, he is the only person, he is the only English playwright to be awarded the Sahitya Academy Award and this was awarded in 1998. Now what are the major themes about which Mahesh Dattani used to write? So he was writing for, for the social issues and on the social issues that were going on, first of all, and all of his plays deals with the social and the contemporary issues that were unrepresented in the society and people were not talking about it, and he thought that it is his responsibility to write about them. For example, he is writing about homosexuality. He was someone who is writing about the plight of women. Not only women, but also males who were also suffering. Right, so he is writing for the unrepresented sector of the society. He is voicing their voice. Dattani adopted different forms of drama as a medium and represented the real depth and vitality that is seen in the human experiences. He actually pays a lot of attention to human experiences and human life, and he wrote all of his plays that were very important, and it is, he is just trying to bring forth the inner essence, and he is writing for the common people. So he considers theatre as the medium to manifest the cause, and he says that the unprivileged should also be given the right to be talked about. The unprivileged sections of the society should also be given the chance to talk. For example, the eunuchs, for example, the transgender, for example, the women that are not treated properly. In Tara, we see that the girl is not treated properly as the boy is. So we know that there needs to be someone who is raising the voice of this unheard society. His plays are talking about the external problems and the internal feelings of the subaltern, someone who is not heard. In his play, we see that Dattani visits the unexpected soils of homosexuality as well. So he is talking about all the social issues and the social ills that were going at that point of time. Now, Tara, that came out in 1990. Let us discuss about this play. So, written in 1990, Dattani's third play, Tara, is the most often performed play, and a lot of questions are also asked from Tara. It was first named as Twinkle Tara, but there were a lot of people who said that he should change the name. Like Padmasi, the director, she said that you need to change the name because otherwise people would think that they are talking about something that is comic in nature, while this play has so many serious issues and so many serious problems that are highlighted. So the name was changed to Tara. It came out in 1990. It is not a child's play, so the name was not appropriate. It is believed that Dattani chooses the expression to illustrate the continuous struggle of a woman in the urban country, also the families that are caught up in between the urbanization, the social and the cultural spheres, and he creates the individual identities. His struggle is the subject of the struggle of a person is the subject in mostly all of the plays that are written by Dattani, including Tara. This is the play which talks about the injustice that a woman faces. It is also a play about the injustice done to a man named as Chandan. So there is not only woman Tara who is suffering, but it is also the male counterpart who is suffering as well. It opens with Chandan changed into Dan in order to set himself free from the guilt of killing his own sister. Though the innocent boy had nothing to do with his sister's untimely death, but we know that the grandmother and the mother's cruelty was to be blamed, but we see that even the boy is blamed. So it is because of the social problems that the whole structure is becoming corrupt, and this is what Dattani is talking about. Then Bravely Fought the Queen, it came out in 1991. It is a completely different kind of play of whatever he was writing till now. It was much darker and very serious, and he's talking about violence here. Bravely Fought the Queen was first performed in the Sophia Bhabha Hall in Mumbai on 2nd August 1991. The play traces the life of two sisters. They were married to two brothers who were living alongside in two bungalows. The narrative is centered on the Indian family and the problems and the different structures of a joint family and an Indian family, in which two brothers, Jatin and Nitin, are the co-owners of an advertising agency. They married two sisters, Dolly and Alim. So this is a story, and internally they see a lot of problems. It's a much darker play, and it talks about the family structure. The plot of the play is in 3 acts. The first title is given as Woman, The second is men, and then the third is free for all. The indoor female world of Act 1 is pitted accordingly against the male part 2, that is the Act 2, and the characters stand exposed in Act 3, where the two worlds will collapse. The male world and the female world will collapse. They will clash and collapse with the home as the site of the battle. Then we have final solutions. Very important, you must read, and it's a very brilliant play as well. So not only from the examination point of view, I also like this play so much, and I urge you to read it as well. It came out in 1993. Final Solution is a stage play in 3 acts, and it was first performed at the Guru Nanak Bhavan, Bangalore in July 10, 1993. Final Solution is a play about the communal rights that were going on, communal rights in India, but at the same time it explores the subordination of women that restricts their life. So the theme of women, the theme of communal rights, the theme of subaltern studies are all very prominent in this play. It represents 3 women who belong to 3 significant times of the history of India, and you see the world from their own perspective. We have Daksha, who belongs to the pre-independence period. We have Aruna, her daughter-in-law, who belongs to the independence period, and we have Smita, right? This is the third woman, and this is the daughter, and she is seen in the contemporary period, that means in the post-independence Indian period. So you see these 3 women and how they are so different, and they are seen in the 3 very important historical time frames as well. So this play is Final Solutions. Then we have the Night Queen. It's a short play. It came out in 1996. Night Queen, written in 1996 and published in Yarana. Very important. Yarana is an anthology of the Indian gay writing. It came out in 1999. It covers almost all the queer writings that are seen, and all the areas almost all the areas that are also seen on the Muggy night in Mumbai. But we see that the Night Queen is a 1-act play and has only 2 characters. So we have Raghu and Ash, and these 2 men who pick each other up in the park and comes to Raghu's home, and we see that how their world is topsy-turvy, because of course the society won't agree to the terms and conditions they were imposing. So this play of 1 act is seen and published in 1996 in Yarana, the anthology of the Indian gay writing in 1999. So Ash is to be engaged to Raghu's sister Gayatri, and the following day it is not aware that Raghu has already recognized him as Gayatri's soon to be fiance. So the play is about these 2 homosexual characters who meet up for the one night stand, and their whole life becomes problematic. Then Do the Needful, that's another radio play. So Do the Needful is a radio play, and this 1-act play is written by Dattani again. It talks about the different problems that we see in the society, but the most important thing is here he used sounds. So in this play a lot of sound scraps are used, and in the direction also a lot of sound effects are used in the atmosphere and in the closeness of the atmosphere. Then comes the 7 steps around the fire. It was seen in 1998. The pressure to conform can be the strongest not only from within the family but not from the outside only, but can be from within the family as well. So it is not only the society or the cultural norms that force us, but it is sometimes the inner structure, the inner family, your parents maybe, who force you to do certain things. And this is beautifully seen in the 7 steps around the fire that came out in 1998, where a child's father almost pushes him to do an arranged marriage, and definitely the person is so exhausted and from fighting because of the social evils that he commits suicide. So the 7 steps around the fire deals with the suppression of the marginalized Hijra community. So he belongs to a Hijra community. He is someone who is not heard. He is someone who is a subaltern, and his own father brought such a plight to his life that he had to give up on his own life. Then on a muggy night in Mumbai in 1998, on a muggy night in Mumbai is one of Dattani's best loved and the most performed plays both in India as well as abroad. Dattani adopted it from the film version Mango Souffle, which went in, and it gained a lot of reviews as well worldwide. So it was first performed in the Tata Theatre, Mumbai on 23rd November 1998. The play is like the charter of demands that is seen from the homosexual community whose activities are considered to be absolutely taboo. So this whole work is talking about the rights that even this society needs, even the homosexuals need. Their homosexual tendencies are still forbidden in the social norms and are greatly offensive to the society and to the societal code. So he is raising voice against this injustice that is prevailing in our society. Then 30 Days in September in 2001 is another play that is written by him. So Dattani's last play, 30 Days in September, was first performed in Prithvi Theatre, important, in Mumbai on 31st May 2001. The play is about the silence and the betrayal. It treats the sensitivity and basically the taboo or the issues that are very prominent here are the child sexual abuse. So he is talking about a very sensitive and generally taboo issue of the child sexual abuse. The play centers on a mother, Shanta, and her daughter Mala, who was sexually molested by her own uncle, who is called as Vinay, and when she was young. So the plot, however, is rooted in the very milieu of that structure. The final system, the betrayals, the individual are all seen, and the child Mala will grow into an adult, and the whole plot talks about her. And nevertheless, it is very difficult for her to trust someone after this incident again, right? And it is very difficult for her to carry these wounds inside her. So this is a story which is talking about Mala and her mother Shanta, right? So these are the important plays that are written by our very own Mahesh Dattani. Let us quickly revise. So as I told you, Mahesh Dattani, born in Bangalore, Karnataka. He studied in Bangalore, later became a copywriter, worked in an advertising firm, and then started to write. He became very famous from the very beginning only. He wrote Where There Is a Will, and it became so popular that from that point of time his oeuvre as a writer, as a playwright started. He has written canonical plays like Where There Is a Will, Dance Like a Man, Tara, Bravely Fought the Queen, Final Solutions, Night Queen, Do the Needful, On the Muggy Night in Mumbai, 7 Steps Around the Fire, The Swami and Winston, and 30 Days in September. So these are the important works, and I hope you understood what I wanted to say. If you have any doubt, you can write it in the comment section and I'll surely reply to you. Thank you.